Words. The power is in the tongue. Words, unless you say something, has to come through your tongue. Everything we feed into our mind, through what we watch, through what we listen to, is generated in our mind. And through the power of the tongue, it comes out. You can live and you can die by the power of the tongue. Even in a time of hopelessness, your words that you speak have life. Even in your moments of weakness, the words you speak have life. In your moment of celebration, the words you speak have life. If you want to know anyone, it's in their moment of weakness, their moment of celebration or strength. That's when everybody shows their true colors. You do not know how far you will go until you speak it. We put so much faith in people, in systems. A doctor does not need to treat you for you to believe that you'll feel better, you'll be healed. You just need to listen to one of few words that they utter, and you believe. Now you don't even know if what they meant is what they really meant, or what they meant was just words that they've used over time, and it worked for other people. The things we overthink and we utter, our words, our tongue is very powerful. It has brought homes up, brought them down. It has raised empires, it has burnt them down. Everything is in the power of the tongue. Everything that we allow in will come out through that tongue, whether we like it or not. We can build bridges or burn them all together. Power of the tongue. Everything we are and everything we can be. Again, power of the tongue. So let's be very careful with who we allow to feed our system, our body, our mind, our temple. Because what we allow in will eventually come out. As it's generated through your mind and processed, your tongue shall speak it. You don't know anyone until they speak it. You don't know the heart of someone until they speak it. Everything is in the power of the tongue. Be very careful what you allow in that tongue. Because once it's generated in the mind, you can never predict what that tongue can do. Someone could be almost in their deathbed in a coma, but one few words will bring them back to life. Everything we do is all confirmed through the tongue, even in your moment when every wall is caving in. So let's be cautious of what we allow. At the end of the day, what builds up something is what is fed into that something. You can't expect tea you can't expect an overflow of a cup unless you put something inside that cup. You can't expect something to be spewed out unless something was put inside it. So everything you say, when you say it, at the end of the day, that tongue, those words, whatever names you call, have power. Be very careful what you say in distress. Be very careful what you say when you're happy. Teach yourself that every time with everything the world is caving in, remember the grace that God has granted you and His mercy to be in that moment. And be very cautious with what you utter in that moment. You can bless and curse in the power of the tongue. King Saul's words led to Jonathan, his son, never sitting on that throne and dying with him in battle. Everything we do, everything we say, even you listen to me, are seeds planted. Even me listening to someone else is a seed planted. So those seeds that we allow and that are planted in us, those seeds will eventually come through the tongue. It's just a matter of time or season or circumstance, then they will come out. So whatever seeds you accept to be planted in you, be very, very careful. Because when the time comes, when it's generated in the mind and is processed, you will speak it out. So whatever is inside will come out. There's no other way around it. Even if you spill tea, coffee, water, whatever it is, you spill what is inside. It's what's inside that comes out, not what is held on it. It's what's inside. Once it's spilled, that's what we notice. It's not the item to which it's under. It's not the cup. It's what's inside the cup. So whatever is inside your body, through what you watch, what you listen to, what you engage in, that seed that you've planted will germinate, will be processed in your mind, it will come out through your own tongue. So be very careful. The people you work with, the life you live, and how you handle every issue when things are okay and when the things are boiling over. Because the power of the tongue has raised and has brought down. Power of the tongue is not something we should take. Even these affirmations you listen to, wherever your affirmations you get it from, whether it's a church, whether it's whatever you listen to, those affirmations may look very innocent until you speak it out, and then they come to pass. Let's be very careful what we feed. There's a reason we are cautioned against our own tongue. The Bible is very clear and has shown us dangers and dangers and dangers of people who spoke it and it came to pass. So, doesn't matter what you're going through. Doesn't matter how hard you've been pushed to the wall. When it comes to spewing it out from your tongue, let it be words that will glorify God and words that will keep you going. Because no matter how big a mountain is, you can reach its peak by what you speak upon it in that situation you are in. Because even as cold as the peak may be, you can still reach that peak. But many never reach that peak because they say, can't make it, it's too cold. But someone says, I will make it. It's cold, I will move faster, or I'll move slower, or I'll re-strategize. They're speaking it. And eventually the one who spoke it arrives at that end. Where you are in life is because you spoke something into your life. And by the grace and mercies of God, you are where you are. Someone has been able to be in a stable relationship or marriage because they spoke it out. Despite all the situations that would have broken it, they spoke something positive. Be very careful what you allow in your body, be in your temple, by what you watch, what you listen to, and what conversations you engage in. As much as we have all different platforms, different content creators, different content, pick and choose wisely. Pray and discern, because you don't need to have something big. Very few words. That's how the deceiving spirit works. Very few words. There, have you not tried it? What is doubt at the end of the day? Is it not when you have a moment when you have to use your tongue to speak against a situation which by faith, if you relied on God, you could have made it? All power still comes. If you're not careful, the tongue, our faith, stay through that tongue. Remember, the circumstances are never for you. They're against you. But what you speak it out comes to be. May God guide you. May you be very cautious and discern in order to feed your heart, feed your mind, feed your spirit and your soul, feed your thoughts. Because when it's generated, when it's processed, it will be spewed out. Whatever it is that you allowed in will come out. Be very careful, be very prayerful, and discern the time and times, seasons to which we are in. Because you moving forward or going backwards is what you speak. May God guide us all. For every day we are all put to test, and not many can withstand the storms that are coming. God guide you. God guide us. Be blessed.